Summary of The Go-Getter. A story that tells you how to be one, by Peter B. Kyne, written and narrated by Janky Mind. Introduction. The Go-Getter is an inspiring short narrative that delves into the journey of a former soldier striving to gain respect and secure a job with the owner of a logging and lumber company. Through the unwavering determination and proactive approach of the young man, the story underscores the significance of enthusiasm, tenacity, and resilience in the face of daunting challenges. At the core of any significant undertaking, whether it's in business, nation-building, or individual pursuits, lies the essence of hard work. It entails confronting failures head-on and rising resiliently when adversity knocks you down. In the words of the illustrious American inventor Thomas Edison, who encountered numerous setbacks in his quest to invent the light bulb, "I have not failed, I have merely discovered 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb." This essence of diligent labor and genuine entrepreneurship pervades the timeless classic, The Go-Getter, penned by author Peter B. Kyne. Born as the son of a diligent rancher, Kyne himself evolved into a successful entrepreneur and prolific writer. Set against the backdrop of the Roaring Twenties, a period of prosperity between World War I and the Great Depression, the story not only reflects its era but also embodies a profound, robust, and sacred spirit that resided within the heart of industrial America. What relevance does Bill Peck's story hold today, more than a century later? One might argue that it holds significant relevance. In an era characterized by instant gratification, shortcuts, and armchair socialism, where many seek rewards without investing effort, the can-do attitude of the war veteran protagonist offers valuable lessons. This audiobook will guide you through Bill's enthusiastic job interview to his hard-earned promotion at Ricks Logging and Lumbering Company. At the conclusion of each section, you'll find a brief reflection on the themes and lessons highlighted in the narrative. So, sit up attentively, stay engaged, and prepare to embark on a challenging yet hopeful journey into the world of The Go-Getter. Chapter 1, Bill Peck's job application at Ricks Logging and Lumbering Company. Picture the scene, the early 20th century, right after World War I, in the heart of San Francisco within the offices of Ricks Logging and Lumbering Company. Here, the restless owner and founder, Cappy Ricks, grapples with a pressing predicament. A mishap in the Pacific Shipping Division has left a crucial delivery to China without oversight, and Cappy urgently needs to fill a key position. In this critical moment, Cappy receives word that a young man has arrived, seeking a personal meeting with the owner. This young man is Mr. William E. Peck. The instant Mr. Peck enters the office, he exudes enthusiasm, courtesy, and gratitude. He asserts that he has come to claim his job and expects no denial, a level of confidence that both intrigues and amuses Cappy. So, who is Bill Peck? Beyond his striking blue eyes, his otherwise unremarkable appearance is marked by a slight limp and a left arm amputated above the elbow. Cappy correctly deduces that Peck served in the military during the recently concluded war. Despite his physical challenges, Peck cheerfully notes that he still possesses his intellect in his right arm, enabling him to think and write, attributes that matter most. Peck had previously faced rejection from two of Cappy's other managers. Undeterred, this determined young veteran decided to bypass them and approach the company's owner directly, hoping for a favorable outcome, a daring move that ultimately pays off. Charmed by Peck's attitude and entertained by his confidence, Cappy extends a job offer. However, not without cautioning Peck that it won't be a cakewalk. Cappy makes it clear that Peck will earn precisely what he proves himself to be worth, and Mr. Skinner, the company's general manager whom Peck meets, will thoroughly assess his capabilities. After Peck departs, Skinner promptly expresses his reservations to Cappy, insinuating that Peck's hiring might be influenced by his handicap and expressing annoyance at Peck's direct approach in circumventing those who initially rejected him. Cappy's response is telling. How could I reject a young man who simply refused to accept rejection? This sentiment is reinforced when Cappy encounters Peck on the street later that day. Peck hands him a business card, already engraved with the logo and name of Ricks Lumber and Logging Company, a gesture reflecting his unwavering determination. From the very outset, Bill Peck's resolute spirit shines amidst the company's challenging situation. He possesses an unwavering belief that he will secure the job he seeks, refusing to accept no as an answer and bypassing conventional channels to reach the top. Contrast this determination with Peck's apparent physical limitations, and you encounter one of the story's initial key themes, the power of perseverance in the face of overwhelming adversity. A wounded leg and a missing arm are no match for Mr. William E. Peck's can-do attitude. As he himself asserts, he still has his mind in his right hand. This leads to a compelling question: what's your excuse? Regardless of life's obstacles or injustices, maintaining a positive attitude and envisioning success can empower you to achieve anything. Now, the real test awaits as Skinner gears up to challenge Peck in the chapters ahead. Chapter 2: Early Triumphs and an Unthinkable Challenge. Mr. Peck dives into his role, managing timber sales across America under the watchful eye of Mr. Skinner. In his initial months, he crisscrosses Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, processing orders faster than they can be generated. Skinner, recognizing the veteran's exceptional skills, requests a raise on his behalf. Upon learning of this, Cappy decides to offer Peck even more, believing that he deserves a higher salary than the person he replaced. With the prospect of promotion on the horizon, Cappy decides to put Peck to the test with a rather unusual task: delivering a blue vase. Seemingly straightforward, right? By feigning illness, Skinner claims he cannot fulfill a crucial assignment for Cappy and asks Peck to step in. Responding with his characteristic go-getter enthusiasm, Peck humorously inquires if Cappy wants someone killed and needs the body delivered. With a chuckle, Skinner clarifies that it's not quite that dramatic. Mr. Cappy simply desires a particular blue vase he spotted in a shop window on Market Street. It would make an ideal wedding gift for a friend. Unfortunately, the wedding is scheduled for the next day, and Cappy is departing for Santa Barbara at 8 o'clock that evening. He needs the vase, and he needs it that very afternoon. Peck promptly seeks a more detailed description of the vase, determined not to make a mistake. He assures his boss, without a trace of doubt, that the vase will be in Cappy's possession by 7:55 p.m. that night. With that, Peck embarks on his mission. He arrives at the designated location but, despite scouring every window, fails to find a vase matching Cappy's description. Suspecting a misunderstanding, Peck calls the shop owner's residence for clarification. No response. Undaunted, he continues his quest, exploring the surrounding streets. At last, he finds it, several blocks away from the initially indicated location. However, the shop is closed, and there's no one inside. It appears that Bill Peck has been handed an impossible task. What will he do? After Peck's dedication and attitude have earned him a raise and the respect of his superiors, it's now time to push Peck to his limits. While some might view Cappy and Skinner's assignment for the disabled war veteran as seemingly pointless and perhaps even deceitful to the point of cruelty, it sets the stage for another central theme in the book: the value of perseverance and determination. You see, the blue vase represents more than just an ordinary object. It symbolizes the seemingly unattainable, the ultimate goal of our aspirations and efforts, the thing we desire but cannot seem to grasp. Take a moment to reflect on the blue vase in your own life. What is that elusive something you desire, whether in your personal or professional life, that appears just beyond reach, like an item displayed behind the glass of a closed storefront? A promotion, maybe? or the respect of a superior. As you are about to discover, with sufficient determination, initiative, and creativity, any blue vase can be within your grasp. Chapter 3, Getting the Job Done, The Pursuit of the Blue Vase. Mr. William E. Peck stands before the shop window, gazing at the blue vase, the precise item requested by Mr. Cappy, which seems frustratingly out of reach. In the face of such an apparently insurmountable barrier, many would simply give up. But giving up is not part of Mr. Peck's vocabulary. Without hesitation, he examines the sign and notes that the shop is identified as B. Cohen's Art Shop. A swift check of the phone directory at a nearby hotel reveals a total of 19 B. Cohens scattered throughout the city. Determined, he exchanges $1 for 5-cent pieces and starts dialing numbers. After numerous attempts, he finally connects with someone who discloses that the specific Mr. Cohen he's looking for is currently having a meal with a Mr. Simons. Following this lead, Peck eventually reaches the shop owner and emphatically conveys that he must have that vase immediately. Mr. Cohen directs him to Herman Yost, his head salesman. When Yost is finally located, he demands a staggering $2,000 for the vase. Peck, unfortunately, lacks this substantial sum and cannot secure it from Skinner when he contacts him for assistance. By this point, it's already 9:30 in the evening, and he has missed the 7:55 p.m. deadline. Yet, Peck refuses to surrender. In a final act of determination, he pawns his own diamond ring and departs the shop with the precious vase. However, he is significantly behind schedule. What options remain? He hails a taxi to the nearby airport and enlists the aid of a friend who flies him, and the coveted blue vase, in a private plane to a town beyond Cappy's train route. Flagging down the train, Peck presents the vase to a bewildered yet deeply impressed Mr. Cappy. The founder of Ricks Logging Company explains that Peck has passed the test, surmounting all the obstacles set before him. Cappy is now thoroughly convinced that Mr. Peck is the ideal person for the job. Consequently, Peck is immediately promoted to the position of manager of the company's operations in Shanghai. Peck's unwavering pursuit of the blue vase underscores the theme of determination. Regardless of the challenges he faced, incorrect directions, uncooperative shopkeepers, a missed deadline, and a distant train, nothing deterred him from his objective. In the world of sports, there's a time-honored adage, it's not how often you're knocked down, but how often you get back up. And as we witness in Peck's tenacity, he kept getting back up. This embodies the true spirit of a go-getter and is the ultimate reason for his well-deserved promotion. In the end, hard work and unwavering dedication reap their just rewards. However, it seems that the newly promoted Mr. Peck has one more surprise in store. Chapter 4, The Motivation of a True Go-Getter. Having successfully secured the blue vase and executed a complex plan, Cappy understandably questions Mr. Peck about his unwavering determination in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. In response, Peck unveils that quitting was simply not an option for him, as it would have been disloyal to a man he once deeply admired. Intrigued by this revelation, Cappy presses for more details. The source of Peck's motivation traces back to his brigadier during the war. This remarkable man lived by a straightforward motto, "It shall be done." Regardless of the danger or scale of the task, he consistently approached it with the resolute response, "Yes, sir, it shall be done." When Peck followed his brigadier's mantra straight into gunfire, an act that ultimately cost him an arm and a leg, the brigadier visited him in the hospital. Understandably distressed about his bleak future prospects, Peck was ordered by the brigadier to smile. As a soldier, Peck had no choice but to obey, "It shall be done." Although the brigadier later fell in combat, his spirit lived on in Peck's memory. Touched by this story, Cappy inquires about the man's name. In a surprising twist, it turns out that this very individual had been a candidate for a sales position at Cappy's company before the war. Indeed, he was one of the few to have successfully passed the formidable blue vase test. The world proves to be remarkably small. In the end, Cappy extends an invitation to Peck to join him for a round of golf, only remembering at the last moment that the veteran is missing an arm. True to form, Bill Peck insists that he'll have no trouble playing golf one-handed. Just as he obeyed his brigadier's orders and went to extraordinary lengths to secure the boss's blue vase, it shall be done. In this final scene, Peck reveals the origins of his unyielding work ethic. It wasn't some innate trait he was born with, but rather the inspiration he drew from a commanding officer during the war. The lesson here is clear: there's untapped potential within all of us. Claiming, "That's just the way I am," is not a valid excuse for a negative attitude or lack of motivation. If you desire something, you have the capacity to pursue it vigorously. What's more, you can inspire this determination in others. Putting yourself out there, giving your best, never giving up, these actions can cultivate the go-getter attitude in those around you. If you're a leader, it's not enough to demand effort from your team, you must lead by example. As Peck's final words emphasize, this principle extends beyond the professional realm. Whether it's in sports, leisure activities, or trying something new, never allow a handicap or preconceived notion to hinder your wholehearted effort. Remember those 4 little words: it shall be done. Summary. Cappy Ricks, the owner of Ricks Logging and Lumbering Company, finds himself in dire financial straits and faces the need to hire a new salesman for the Shanghai shipping division. That's when Bill Peck, a young and energetic war veteran with a crippled leg and a missing arm, seeks a personal meeting with Cappy to discuss a job opportunity. Cappy is immediately captivated by Peck's boundless enthusiasm, unwavering positivity, and can-do attitude. Impressed by his demeanor, Cappy offers Peck a modest position under the supervision of Mr. Skinner, the manager. Peck wastes no time in proving his mettle as a salesman, quickly showcasing his talents and capabilities. Cappy, intrigued by Peck's potential, decides to put him to the test. He requests that Peck deliver a specific blue vase from a shop by 8 p.m. that same evening. Peck embarks on this task with unbridled enthusiasm. However, as he sets out on his mission, Peck encounters a cascade of obstacles. The directions provided turn out to be incorrect, the shop is closed, and the owner is unattainable, among other challenges. Undeterred by these setbacks, Peck's determination leads him to pawn his own diamond ring for $2,000, enabling him to charter a plane to ensure the vase reaches Cappy on time. His tenacity and unwavering dedication deeply impress Cappy, who recognizes the true potential within Peck. In recognition of Peck's remarkable perseverance and commitment, Cappy promotes him to the position of manager for the Shanghai division. During this pivotal moment, Peck shares the source of his resolute, go-getter attitude, a brigadier he served under during the war. This commanding officer lived by a straightforward mantra: it shall be done. In the end, this simple yet profound motto encapsulates the essence of Peck's character and serves as a reminder that with determination, anything is achievable. It's a testament to the power of a positive attitude and unwavering dedication, both of which can lead to remarkable success. This audiobook summary was brought to you by Janky Mind. We hope you enjoyed it.